I feel rough. I'm full of a cold right now, so we're not going to talk about my voice. We're not going to talk about my skin because, I mean, oh my god. Oh my god, it's driving me insane. Look at that. It's been doing so well, and now it's betrayed me at the last hurdle. But you know what? We're going to power through. We've got some videos to film today, and today I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup I have not touched this year. Now, this makes me so sad because I want to use all my makeup. I want to use everything. I want to get to love everything every single year. But unfortunately, sometimes things get neglected, especially when you have a bit of a bigger collection like I do. But just before we do jump into the video today, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe. I upload every single day here on my channel. I love bright, fun, colourful makeup. And today I have a little bit of a look in mind. I think it's going to be super cute, super colourful, super bright. Also, I want to apologise. I'm so sorry, guys. I've done you all wrong. You're all gonna hate me. Last Get Ready With Me that I did, I forgot to roll my sleeves up. I've rolled up my hoodie sleeves today. I am wearing a thermal skin because it's cold here in England. But I kept rubbing my arm next to the microphone when I was doing this side of my face, and it picked up and it was like rubbing and rustling. So I'm really sorry about that. I have rolled my sleeves up today though, so hopefully that won't happen. Right, let's take these off. I've been obsessed with these. These are my little Vue Glam glasses. I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to get prepped emotionally. And I'm going to go. My voice yesterday, and I'm sure today, but I want to put makeup on my face. So we gotta go. I am just very quickly going to do an extra layer of moisturizer just because my skin is so dry right now. And I think I am going to keep the pimple patches on, even though I am doing my makeup, just because I am a skin picker and I don't want to be tempted to pick my skin. So they're staying on. It might be a little bit noticeable, but it's fine. And I always forget to check my eye gunkies as well, so I'll do that for you today. All right, so for base products, I'm going to start with my foundation. I don't have base products that I have not used at all this year. My base product collection is on the smaller side, and I feel like I am able to rotate through base products quite quickly. They're not things that I'm like completely overwhelmed by, like blush and eyeshadow and things like that. So I decided instead for this little section of the video to just use the products that I have used the least amount this year. So the foundation that I'm going to use today is the Revolution IRL Filter Foundation. I got this semi-recently. It's not like my newest foundation, but it's definitely not my oldest foundation either. And I want to give this a go because I have some qualms with this. So I have the shade F2, and also, quick side note, I want to decorate my little turntable setup, so please let me know what you think would look good. There is the range literally outside the studio, so I'm gonna go and raid the range when I get paid, so let me know. Do you want like plants? Do you want like a similar-ish vibe to this? I think that'd be really nice for like cohesion, things like that, but I don't know what to put there because right now I just feel like it looks a little bit boring. So let me know your thoughts down below. What should I put? I just don't know. I don't know. So this is almost like a moussey formula. Like it's quite thick and I feel like it stays moussey on my skin. Does that make any sense at all? I feel like this doesn't always fully blend into my skin and it can look quite thick. So it'd be interesting to use it today. As I've said in a few videos, I am doing a declutter series quite soon. So I am trying to get through all the products that I'm not sure about because I don't want to go into that declutter completely blind. I feel like I went into last year's declutter pretty blind and I don't want to be doing that again because I felt so bad at the end of last year's declutter because I did not know anything. I didn't know anything about any products. I got so overwhelmed, so this year's gonna be different. I feel like it's covered up that pimple patch. Like, can you still see that? I hope not. And I am gonna take my time blending this. Normally, I don't spend too much time blending my foundation because a lot of the time I find that I don't really need to. But with this one, because of those things that I said before, the fact that it does kind of just sit on the skin, I am gonna just take my time, take some extra minutes to just blend it in properly. And I am just gonna use a sponge to really blend that out. I do like using a sponge and a brush when I do my base product, just because I want it to be blended as much as possible. And especially with this foundation, I think it's very, very important from the experiences that I've had before with it. Okay, so it's looking really nice today, so that's good. I think I do just need that extra time to work with it and to blend it, but you know what, no, it's looking really nice today. I think I've just been a little bit lazy in the past with this. Okay, so I'm glad that I have got some use on that. I was about to use my Nabla concealer, however this is very, very yellow toned and this foundation is definitely not, so I'm actually going to change my choice of concealer. Again, concealer's one of those, I do rotate them quite regularly, so I don't know what I'm going to use. I'll use this. I'll use my e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer. This is one that I do use quite regularly, but again, it's not one of my like best concealers that I reach for all the time. It's definitely a little bit more neglected. It's also not as yellow tone. Oh, maybe it is. Whoops. Maybe I should have just stuck with the Nabla one. I do really like this. I was like one of the last people to rave about this. I feel like the absolute hype was crazy. I never ever touched it, never went and bought it, never reached for it, and then like a year passed and I was like, you know what? You remember that concealer that was like really, really popular about 10 years ago? I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna try it. And then I was like, oh my god, yeah, everyone's so right. Oh dear, a bit of a commotion in the office then. Sorry about that. I had to run off with my pasty white skin with just concealer and foundation on and go and sort something out, but we're fine now. Okay, so that's definitely not pulled too yellow, which is nice. I was a little bit worried then for a second, but we're good. But this is definitely my most neglected concealer in my collection. I feel like I'm quite pale. Oh, I didn't roll my sleeves back up. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, my head's all over the place now after that. I'm very glad my concealer didn't crease. That's pretty good. But no, I'm happy with this. I know I'm like so late to the game. It's kind of ridiculous at this point, but I like this. My hair, oh my gosh, little side note, right? Because I have very dry skin anyway, my scalp has been so dry. I've been getting so much dry skin. It's just not been great. It's not been nice at all. So I'm very sorry if you can see that. But we're going to move on now to powder. And this is a powder I've actually only ever used once. This is the Art Value powder in transparent. And I've only used this one time. This is a very, very new product in my collection. So maybe it doesn't warrant being in this video because, I mean, the reason I haven't used it is because it's so new. But I promise there are some proper neglected things coming up very, very soon. I'm going to use a powder puff just for setting under my eyes. This did really, really well last time, so I'm quite excited to see how it works today. And it seems so smooth. It's nice to get a little bit of use on it as well because I'm so hyper focused right now on trying to finish this. This is my Too Faced powder and there's like barely anything left in there, so it's nice to have a bit of a change. And I am going to use a fluffy brush for the rest of my face. I don't have any cream products today, thank the Lord. There are definitely some cream products that I have not touched all year, but I'm saving myself today. I'm treating myself. I'm not a big fan of cream and liquid products, so I'm ill. I don't want to deal with that. I just want to play around with my powder products. But this is really, really nice. I've said like the aesthetic is not very me, but other than that, I think that's kind of good. So this is the base done. I do have, these are a little bit distracting, aren't they? I hope they're not too bad on camera, but I know myself. I will pick, I will get all in them and then I'll make them so much worse. So just ignore them. Next I have a bronzer. I cannot remember the last time I reached for this. I have no idea. I did buy it. I think this year or at the very end of last year, I'm not too sure, used it like twice and then never looked at it again. This is my Kevyn Aucoin, the Neo bronzer, and it is a really, really nice bronzer. However, I just feel like I don't get too excited about bronzers. They're definitely one of the makeup products that I just don't really get excited about. It's kind of similar to like pressed powder, but I'm gonna use it today. You can see the usage on this is like so minimal, it's ridiculous. I'm gonna go in to the middle section because one half is quite dark and then one half is more light and a little bit of shimmer in it. But I'm just gonna try and stick to the middle of this today. This is really nice. I did get this in TK Maxx. There's a little bit of like a gaslighting that happens in TK Maxx. Okay, let me know if you've ever been a victim to this. But I found that when I go to TK's and I find like a high-end product, I almost get like this clouded vision almost, because I'm like, oh my god, it's Kevyn Aucoin for like half price, I gotta buy it. And I don't necessarily think like, will I actually use it? Like if I saw a Kevyn Aucoin product in like flannels, for example, I wouldn't have bought this, but because it was TK Maxx and because it was like a treasure find, like a treasure hunt, I was like, oh my god, I've won. And then I bought it and then just like didn't use it. It is nice though, so I mean, there we go. It's definitely a product that I'm not like really upset that I bought because it was so cheap, but I mean, it's nice to actually use things that you buy, you know? I do like the versatility of this, the fact that you can go matte or shimmer. Some of you guys may know I really love a shimmer formula sometimes in a bronzer. It just makes my dry skin look a little bit less dead. But like, look at this, it's nice. I feel less like a absolute dead child, like dead Victorian child ghost right now. I am looking a little bit pale, but I'm not sure if that's just the foundation or the fact that I'm like fighting for my life right now. It's probably the foundation, I'm probably being dramatic. But I like that. I'm glad that I used it today. I'm glad that I dusted off all the cobwebs. That's nice. That is nice. Let's talk about a blush. Now this I truly have not touched all freaking year. And I went through all my Project Pan little progress books. I definitely have not used this. This is the Lottie London Haze Blush, and I think I got this in a mystery bag like years and years and years ago. I have used this a few times, but really not much at all. And today I'm finally gonna be using this. I think because this is so small, it kind of gets lost in my little blush drawer. However, today is going to be different. This is quite in your face. It's a very like bright color. And I think maybe that's one of the reasons why I get a little bit about this. But I want things to be loved. I do not want to go into 2025 with products that have not been used all year. That is ridiculous. That is crazy. I can't be doing that. I need to find a way of like actually using everything that I own. I started doing a new in drawer, and I think that's going to be an amazing thing to keep going forward, just so nothing is like brought into my collection and then just never used. But that's nice. I like that. It's not as in your face as you expect when you first look at it, but how cute is that? And it's also made me look a little bit less dead, so here we go. I'm happy. I like that. That's a really nice, oh my god, there's more dry skin. It's really weird because it's only this section of my scalp, and I've thought maybe it's because I didn't wash out like a bit of shampoo or conditioner properly, but I've washed my hair so many times and it's just like this section. It's so dry and flaky, so I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry about my disgusting flaky scalp, but we're just gonna have to deal with it, I'm afraid. But no, that's really nice. It's not like too in your face, but it's a really nice red. It can be summer or winter. I feel like it's just that like nice flushed kind of look. So let's move on to highlight. And I have mixed emotions about this highlighter. This is my Ofra Glazed Donut, and I don't think I have used it more than twice this year. However, this will be my Pan That Palette highlighter next year, so I feel less guilty. I mean, it's got a massive pan in it anyway, so I'm really excited to build on this pan. And also I'm really excited because, I mean, this is a classic highlight. This is like such a beautiful product. and I'm so excited to work on it more in the coming year in 2025. I have decided that my Pan That palette for 2025 is going to be singles, so it's not going to be a conventional palette, but I'm really, really excited to get some use on things because this is so old. This is one of my oldest highlights, oldest products in general, I think, in my collection. And I'm just very excited to hopefully use it up completely. That would be amazing. I don't know if we're quite going to get there, but we're starting on a really good place. We've already hit pan, and I mean, I just love it so much. So I don't think I'm going to be complaining too much about this. I think it's so pretty, and normally I would feel so bad about not reaching for this all year. But again, I know this is going to be used and abused next year, and I really hope I can finish this. Do you think I can? Ooh, let me know down below. Do you think I could finish this next year? I'm excited. I'm really excited. All right, so now it's the time you've all been waiting for. I have 2 palettes to share with you today, and I genuinely don't think I've used either of these once this year, which is so sad. Palettes, I find, are the hardest things to use and rotate through because I do get sent so much. I'm so grateful. And I also love like buying palettes as well. They're my favorite things to buy. So I just get like overwhelmed with all of these products. But the first palette that I am going to talk about today is the Colourpop Just My Luck palette. This is the green monochromatic palette from Colourpop, and green I never really find myself reaching for. Green is definitely the colour that I don't really wear much. And the second palette is the Colourpop Aha Honey. I thought that these could go really, really well together, the green and the yellow colour stories. I'm going to do a kind of blend. I'm going to see what I can come up with. Okay, I've just primed with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. Let's actually use one of these. Well, both of these. I'm going to do, I feel like a halo eye, but with these palettes. I'm going to start with Stinger, I think, this really pale yellow. And I'm going to pop that, I just think everywhere, just to start as a little bit of a base for the rest of the eye look. Yellow does scare me quite a lot because I do love my super dark, smoky eyeshadow looks. So yellow is more of like a companion colour for me, rather than a dedicated eye look colour, and for that reason this palette does get quite neglected. And I'm going to pop it under my lower lash line as well. I'm just really smoking this out, just again as a little bit of a base. Then I'm going to start deepening up the outer corners with Totally Buggin', which is this shade down here. This is more of like a mustardy, deepening kind of shade. And I'm keeping this quite messy. I don't really want this to be super clean. And I'm just going to pop that on the outer and inner corners of this look. And I am planning to deepen those up with some of the greens as well. I think that would be so cute. This is definitely going to be more of a summer look. I'm already done with winter. The weather has been horrific here over the past week. Full on snow. And I'm not happy about it. Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to Just My Luck. And I'm going to go in with maybe Kiss My Ass first. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm going to start tapping that on the outer corner and blending it up into those yellows. I will deepen this up with one more shade, I think, just to really get that contrast. I'm not sure how I feel about this as of right now, but I'm hoping it's a trust the process kind of look. Okay, with a little bit of blending, I feel like it looks a little bit better. And I'm, of course, going to catch up the other eye. I really love doing blue, green, and yellow blends, but I rarely just do a green and yellow blend. You guys know me, I love blue. Blue is, let's all say it, my happy colour, we all know. So doing it without the blue, I feel like I'm betraying a little bit. I feel like I'm cheating. Don't tell Blue that I'm doing this without her. We're looking quite good. We're looking very spring. I'm getting spring vibes. Definitely not the season that we're in. I'm ready for it to be spring already. I can't even lie. Right, now I'm going to deepen it up with Mobamba, which is this deep green matte. And I'm hoping this is going to be the last deepening shade that we're gonna need. I genuinely don't even know if I've ever used this shade on my eyes. I can't even lie. I have had a green in my Pan Those eyeshadows recently, and I've really liked playing with it, so maybe that is like a sign that I need to reach for some greens more. I don't know. And I'm just gonna use that green fluffy brush that we used with the previous green shade just to blend a little bit. What are we thinking? I might go back in with just this yellow brush, no extra product, just to kind of blend out and add a little bit of that yellow back in. Okay, what do we think of this? I think that's not that bad. I'm gonna go back in with Aha Honey and maybe like this shade, Dandy, which is like a bright yellow gold shimmer, and start popping that in the center of this look. Okay, we're looking a bit crazy right now, but that's okay, that's okay. Then to blend that out, let's maybe use Big Banks, which is this green shimmer. And I'm just gonna dab that on the corners of that yellow, just to try and blend those shades together a little bit, make it look a little bit less harsh. And then I'm just going in with my finger and almost like dabbing over it just to blend it even more. Okay, you know what? It's not that bad. This is definitely my two least used colors, I think, green and yellow. I just overlook them every single time. I don't know what it is, but this is quite cute. So I'm gonna go off camera, I'm gonna do my brows and my lashes, and then we're gonna come back and do lips together. I feel like with lashes, this look has really been elevated. Sometimes with like paler, less like grungy looks, when you put your lashes on, it just like, ooh, you know, it hits a little bit different. So I'm really, really happy with this look. I was a little bit nervous going into it, but I mean, look at this. She's cute. So let's talk about the lip product that I want to use today. I have just lined my lips with my Huda Beauty Flirt lip liner, but the lipstick that I am going to be using, I have not touched this year at all. This is the Colourpop Lippie Stix in the shade Parker. It is a more kind of cool tone neutral shade that I thought would go really, really well with this eye look. And I can't believe I've not touched this. Do you remember the days where I was saying, I'm going to use up all of my Colourpop Lippie sticks, I'm going to completely project pan them, they're going to be absolutely gone, and I'm going to be so proud of myself? Well, yeah, that didn't end up happening, did it? But I'm going to pop this on. Oh, this goes really well with this lip liner, actually. Okay, it's a little bit more of a dry formula, so I'm not a massive fan of those. However, I did buy one of the Colourpop Lippie Stix Vaults years ago, and I kept saying that I think it was this year or last year was going to be the year that I go through all of my Colourpop Lippie sticks, use them up completely, and I don't think I used one of them up all the way, which is so annoying, so sad, because I don't know, I made a whole video about project panning this year and what went wrong. It was just a awful panning year. However, because this is slightly dry, I do have very, very sensitive lips. I'm just going to pop on a clear gloss. This is not a neglected product this year, but just for my sanity and comfort, I'm going to pop it on. I feel a lot better now with that. So, what do we think? I think this look came out so cute. I'm definitely very, very happy with it. I'm a lot happier with it now that it's all complete. There was a time where I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I like this. This is cute. What do you think? I really hope that this video has inspired you to pull out some of your neglected products, dust them off, get right to the back of your drawers, find something that you have not used in forever, do a makeup look with it. I hope that this has inspired you to do that. And if you did enjoy this video, of course, like and subscribe. It means the world to me. My original goal for the end of this year was 5K. We've smashed that, so let's see how far we can get now. But this is it. This is where I'm gonna love you and leave you today, guys. I hope you have an incredible day, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.